think I came to Canada when I was 31. I was born in 1919. So the war broke out in 1939. And we'd finished in 1945. After the war finished, we came to Canada in 1951. I remember everybody thought I was crazy. Oh, I know why we moved to Canada, because when David came back from the war, there was no work. You know, and people would say, well, what did you do before the war? Well, before the war, he didn't do anything. He was too young. So, of course, then he could never get a job. You know, that nobody wanted, and they wouldn't let you work for yourself and start a business. If you wanted to go into business, you had to buy at great expense some other business that some other person
really?
You know, worked up. But you couldn't start your own business. So, of course, we got cheesed off with this because whichever way David turned, he couldn't do what he wanted to do. Or, you know, even though he had the ability, oh no, you can't do so that. David said, oh, balls to this, that'd be great, let's go to Canada where you can do as you like. You know, whatever business you want or whatever you want to do, you can do. So I said, fine. Okay. So we moved to Canada. And of course, I had no problem getting a job as a teacher. And David started off working as a shoe salesman in the big department store in Toronto. He did very well, actually, because he was very good at selling. He could sell eyes to a rest. And then this man came into the store, and David was chatting him up and selling him best quality English expensive shoes and so forth. And so this man eventually said to him, you should be working for me. So David said, you know, well, okay, what do you do? So this guy had a business and made coils and transformers. And of course, David knew as much about coils and transformers as me. But anyway, he got a book. And he studied it and found out all about making coils and transformers. And so he got a job working for this guy. And then, of course, this guy finding out that David could do this, he'd keep swanning off to Florida and leaving David running the business. So David thought, why am I running this business for him? I can run, why don't I run? So he did. So he started up his own business. And, you know, the rest is history. He did extremely well, and we got a gorgeous house and a car and so on and so forth, you know. So it was okay.